The reason I'm just babbling on while we're sitting here is just to pass the time, but he is learning just as much standing here as he was down there. And I think most people fail to do this. You know, I just did a clinic on the weekend in West Virginia, and there was a lady there, and she says, my horse is I bought him and he was some sort of a show horse, maybe a reiner, I'm not sure. But she said, I think he's just show sour, because you take him to a show and he just like freaks out and trembles and sweats and whinnies and carries on. He's horrible. And I said, what's he like at home? And she said, oh, he's great at home. He's really good at home. So we did some groundwork the first day, but the first afternoon I think I said, well, just let's hop on and ride him. And I made a turn loose, just like I'm doing on this Arabian here on his first ride. And guess what? Her horse walked over the corner and hung his head over the fence and looked towards home, which that lady lived really close to where the clinic was, and she'd ridden her horse down the road to the clinic. Well, he stood and looked out over that fence there. So we made it hard for him in that corner, let him come up here. Well, guess what? He came up here, and then he turned and bolted straight back down there. And then we did the same thing. He went up here, and he come across here a bit, and he went back down there. And then he come up here, and he went across here, and he went back down there. And then we kept doing that, and finally he went up here, and he kind of found his way around the whole arena, and then he relaxed. But she'd been trying to bump his head down and slow him down and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, then he relaxed, and finally got to where he just cruised around, and she goes, oh, he never goes this slow, even at home. And I said, see, I think you had quite a problem at home. But what she was doing was she was covering the problem up. You know, she could cover it up by holding onto the reins and stuff like that, but when she got to the show, she just couldn't cover it up. So anyway, that horse ended up really good. So that was a week ago. So it's now a Monday. Well, this morning I got a text, not from her, but the person who organised the clinic, and they said, that lady took that horse to a show on the weekend. It was as quiet as a lamb, and it won every class it went in. And they had actually given up on showing this horse. Okay? And the only thing we did with that horse at the clinic, well, big deal, we did the first ride. We did exactly what I'm doing with this Arabian here on his first ride, and it fixed the problem. They've had him for over a year, and they quit taking him to shows because he just turned into an idiot when he got to the shows. And for me, so many of those big problems are not big problems. I'm going to go for a walk now.